Hello, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Ann Golden, and I am a member of District 83, District 101, and District 13. I am here to share with you how to record in Basecamp the new requirements that came out in October, the meeting roles, and the educational modules that are now part of a requirement for level 3 through 5. Let us begin. We're going to talk about the new enhancements and where to record them in your Basecamp. What you're going to learn is where the new requirements are applicable. They're only applicable on the current 6 pass. Where you can find the requirements in Basecamp, where to record them, and I will provide a link because there is a new tracking form with these requirements listed in them, courtesy of Janice Buffalo of District 83, DTM and past district director. The enhancements are only applicable to the current 6 pass: dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, and visionary communications. The legacy pass, if you may still be working on them, these enhancements and requirements are not applicable. One note here I want to make is that there are requirements in each level. However, if you completed a level before the enhancements became effective, you are not required to go back and do them in those levels. That level is still considered completed. You would just have to complete them in the open levels. So this is what's new. There are new role and educational module requirements for all levels, 1 through 5, for all the 6 paths. Each level of each path has its own specific role requirements, and the educational modules, depending on what level, you may be required to do 1 or 2. And where do the education modules come from? They come from the Better Speaker series, the Successful Club series, and the Leadership Excellence series. They are all available for free download on our Toastmasters.org site. And again, it's very important to highlight this so that you understand that if you have completed a level in your path before the effective date of the enhancements, October 22nd, 2025, that level is still considered completed. You do not have to go back and fulfill the requirements. It is only for the levels that are not completed. Where do you record these? What Toastmasters did is they built on a module to the current platform. Therefore, the new requirements are not built right in with the project in Basecamp. Rather, to record these, you must come to your overview page. Once you log into Toastmasters.org and you go to your path, then you want to click on the overview. And on the overview, if you haven't been here or expanded any of the levels, it will look like this. And in order to see what's in each level, you have to click on this drop-down arrow. Get my laser point. You have to click on this drop-down arrow to open up what the requirements are for that level. For example, I clicked on the drop-down arrow for level 1. Level 1, each of the levels, the first entry will be the level and the description of what that level is about. For example, level 1 is about mastering fundamentals. And then after that, the individual speech projects are listed. In order to record your meeting roles and any completed education modules, come in and check it off. You come in and you click on the level and its description. And that will take you to the checklist and completion. And it tells you right here, use the checklist below to track the requirements you have completed as you progress through, in this case, level 1. Therefore, as a member, if you participated as a table topic speaker, you would check that off. Now, what I want to say here is these enhancements came out in October 2022. For the purpose of integrity, I would not go, it's up to the individual and to the vice president of education in each club, but I wouldn't go back any further than July 1. In other words, there are many of us that have completed meeting roles over the past year. It would be unfair of us to go back and to check that off now in this level. Why? Because the purpose of Toastmasters incorporating the meeting roles and the modules now is because we are supposed to be working and learning on that through our projects now, not what we've done in the past. Look at it this way. Understanding your leadership and communication styles. Every time you do that, you learn something new, or I do anyway. That would be the same thought process when it comes to recording the meeting roles. Therefore, I highly recommend that you only record the meeting roles that you have completed since July 1 of this year. So, therefore, if you have been a table topics, you would come in and check this off. And as you complete them, you would check them off. In order for you to be able to submit that these requirements were done, every one of these boxes would need to be checked off. And this is a much more clearer view of that record. Then what happens, you would go down and this is level 2. I'm showing you the same thing in level 2. Once you go down to the bottom of the page, let me go back. I thought I had to show you, but anyway, once you check this all these requirements done, when you go down to the bottom of the page, there will be a button there that says submit requirements or complete requirements. You'll click on complete requirements, and then it will ask you to confirm. Once you confirm it and click that confirm button, when you come back to the overview page, you will see a check mark next to the title of that level. That's how you know you've recorded all the requirements, all the role requirements, and in levels 3 through 5, any module requirements. Want to make sure everybody understands that. The educational module requirements, they are from, as I said, the Successful Club series, the Better Speaker series, and the Leadership Excellence series. You need to check your own individual path and level to see what is required. I do know in level 5, they require 2 of the modules done, but depending on the path, it may be different. Let me go back. In this slide, which will be shown on the recording, here is a link to a document I created for your benefit. It includes a Pathways Catalog version 6 that was created by Sandra Savage. It is a great resource for Pathways projects and their descriptions. I have been giving this out all year to officers in training, and the feedback I have received and the thank you notices I have received, and from webmasters that I have shared it with, have thanked me and posted it on district websites. And again, I'm relisting all the active paths that the role requirements and the education modules are required. And each level has its own set of requirements. Level 1 and level 2 are strictly meeting roles that must be met. Starting with level 3 is when the educational modules will be required. Here is my information. This is my email address. If you have questions and would like a personal demo for your club, you can contact me at toastmasters.ann@outlook.com. I hope you found this information helpful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.